That's good. That's good. That is good. So we finish with ankles. We're moving on to knees. We're going to do knee rotations and Robert count. Easy does it. Always. Okay. And more on the knees. Open, Richie. Great. And hips, Mike. All right. And we're going to get to the spine now. Tailbone first. Oh, it is this one playing. The speaker. So we're going to work the spine from the tailbone. You're going to hear me say a lot of this tailbone thing. So first, just find your tailbone and isolate. So if you can isolate, move over that way just a little bit for me, Evan. Yes, okay. And isolate your tailbone portion and see if you can gently rotate tailbone. Can Dan count? You've been out so long. All right, Rochelle. Reverse, 6、5、7、8、9、10。Great. And then we're going to move up on your spine. Next, it would be lumbar. I'm going to count. And you will do a side stretch for this portion. So you're going to go shift yourself to the right side more and stay here and slowly and gently stretch to your left. Easy does it is the key, okay? Just flow through. And again, R. Just slowly, gently approach your range of motion because you're going to find it, your current boundary right here. But when you are at ease, right, you actually can have organic growth, not forcing or pushing. So this is where less is more. So just honor this. Easy does it. There you go. Feel that? Nice stretch. And then we do the same thing. Shift to the left side and stretch the right. 6. And flow. And easy. 7. Again. 8. So we're gradually growing here. Just facilitating this natural organic growth. Okay. 8. So a proper stretching can be very nice, very pleasuring. So go ahead, facilitate this. Easy does it. 10. Very nice, right? Okay, we're going to move on to your thoracic portion of the spine. You're going to the thoracic portion. And we're going to do a corner direction structure, okay? Because when we have more people, corner is the most efficient way. So go ahead, find your own southeast corner. The front toe is going to point to your own southeast corner direction. And we're going to do a shift forward and back movement. This is for your thoracic. So you're going to gently stretch your chest and your back. All right. And we have Jake count. 1, 2, 3, northeast corner. Excellent. Quickly stop here. Just start to build certain structures, right? This is an important one. Stances. So stances are structure. So it's your human structure here. So in our training, this is a very important one you use most. You use most when you start to do Tai Chi movements. So go ahead, find that southeast corner direction for you, okay? And you're gonna point the front toe, which is your right toe, big toe, towards your own southeast corner. So you identify your direction orientation. It's very important. The reason Tai Chi practitioners have better balance, one of the reasons is actually a space, central nerve, spatial recognition skill is heightened. So first find your southeast corner, your toes pointing that way, and see if you can turn your whole middle section here, hips, pelvic, together. This structure we call qua. You're going to hear me say qua so much, okay? So you turn your qua face this southeast corner direction. So this is all directional, but it's also structural, skeletal, right? You're going to need to orient yourself. So there, this stance is called the frontal bow stance, B-O-W, bow. So it's front loaded, your power is in the front more, you can see. And usually in this, we don't do arm movement. You can put it behind your tailbone, you can put it on your quad, right? You can see people just do different things here because the focus is you focus the lower body, your structure, right? Okay, so frontal bow, your front knee, your front loaded, your front knee is bent, but it's with measure. So it will be captured by the neck of your big toe, meaning not more than that. So you're front loading, you're moving power forward, but safely, balancedly, right? So it's a very disciplined structure. So this is the training every time we drill this. You can drill movements, you can drill structures, so the body can take mental and physical notes, memories, forming memory. So the qua must turn fully facing your southeast corner, hence frontal bow stance, because you're going to have, future, you have a number of them. So there you go. And the back leg need to extend itself to the point it looks straight. It looks straight. The knee is unlocked in the back, but the leg looks straight. So here is a very strong, powerful structure. For non-babies, of course, your alignment should be with you, your secret power. And for babies, basically, your spine is long, tailbone down, heavens door up. Okay, so this is your frontal bow stance. Yes, excellent. And then this qua thing, this in the middle, is going to spin leftward. You feel you're spinning and your backloading power, you start to shift the qua backward. So now your qua is facing east or so, and you can feel you are more on the back. So you have a new structure here, obviously different from your frontal bow, right? So this is called a sit stance. Feel it. And for non-baby, especially more seasoned practitioners, your legs, remember we trained to have that arch, right? So you need to have an internal establishment for that, okay? Circular crotch and sit stance. This is a sit stance called SIT, sit stance. So it's a little more comfortable than the frontal bow. Frontal bow, you may need to stretch out. And we're gonna do the same thing now, northeast corner. So orientation, right? So your brain's gonna orient yourself towards the northeast corner. And all this training gonna sharpen your mind, from the headquarter and down, right? You have this physical body here, mind body connected. So find your orientation, that's the front toe and the qua, right? The qua, turn your qua, spin your qua to align with the toes direction. So your frontal. And of course, you can tell you're front loaded, your power is more in the front. But remember your measure. Neck of your big toe, that's where the knee must stop. Protect your knees. And the back leg is strong looking. right there. And of course, non-babies, your alignment is always your number one priority. There you go. So this is your frontal bow stance for this side leg power split. And then you're gonna go to your sit stance. So go ahead and spin and shift your quad. So for more seasoned practitioners, you're rooting on the feet and you're arch the legs. All that internal content, you can go ahead and enjoy it, feel it, and enjoy it, right? So your sit stance there. So you are more back loaded, power are now on your back leg more, right? 60, 70%. And then front knee bent. This one, the leg looks arched. This is your sit stance. Excellent. Just take some muscle memory, take notes, mind and body. All right, great. And for non-babies, you're not just merely doing a superficial thing. You're gonna build your content, right? Your content, your substance increases, right? We train for that. Okay, so let's come back to our stars. Shoulders are the next. So we're gonna have we're gonna do shoulder drops for this one. Each side, you do two actually. You go a drop and go back and drop. So that's one count. And you do the other side, you see a drop and even another drop. But this, you need to get your shoulder back and drop. Most people have up and forward shoulder as they age. So let's reverse that thing very easily over time. We can do this right now. And Karen's gonna count for us. Yeah, reverse that aging. Excellent. And we're moving to the neck, and Evan, move that over just a little bit. Yes, there you go. Okay, great. And we're gonna do neck. So I'm gonna count for you because you're gonna be moving your neck. And go ahead gently. So you just do gentle drop, right? Forward, back, side, side, and rotate. The key word is gentle. Yeah, it's probably the weakest portion of the spine. So let's be gentle. Number one is do no harm, right? And this is it leads to our class rules. If you have not read it when you sign in, it's right on that sheet. Rule number one is always train with your own current fitness level. Okay, so just where you are, right there. Take where you are there, and then train with your own body measurement. So that's rule number one. Okay, keep that in mind and remind yourself. So this is the neck, and then we're gonna do crane neck. So this one, your chin will gently stretch down and out and up and in. So it's a vertical circle, if you will, right? And the key word again is gentle. So everything we're doing here, we seem to stretch a bit, right? So that's releasing if there's any wrinkles, knots, precursor of blockages, whatnot. So we're releasing, stretching, releasing. But in the meantime, you can feel you're stimulating, right? You're also stimulating, you're also gently toning. So it's both, we're kind of enhancing both the yang characters and the yin characters, yin and yang, right? Make it softer, but also that reverse, but also make it stronger. So that's always what we do. So Tai Chi practitioners always have the yang, the yin, and the ability to sense and distinguish the two, right? And transform them more and more harmoniously, because they will transform, they will definitely fluctuate. That's inevitable. All right. I kind of lost count. Is this the 10? All right, let's just say this is the 10. 10. All right, we're going to do more for the neck. Because we need to stretch them sideways. So we will look back, but open hands coordination. So it's a little more demanding. And you know we need to count slow, right? We got new babies, so slower count. We're gonna do 12 and we're gonna start on the right. Everybody can count together. Ready? Let's turn right. 一 forward. 二 left. 三 forward. 四 right. 五 forward. 六 left. 七 forward. 八 right. 九 forward. 十 left. 11 forward. 12. All right. Excellent. And we're going to do the next one, which is arm throws. And reach your count. Yeah, just let go. Trust more. Forgive more and let go. Oh, okay. I missed. Okay. All right. Next star, elbows. Excellent. That's very good. Let go there. So we're gonna do elbow rotation next, and we're gonna have Dimitri count for us. So your elbows here and here stabilize like the center of the clock. Okay. Then you're just gonna rotate your forearms. All right, Dimitri. All around. Full range of motion all the way down. Yes. Okay. Great. Hey, very articulative. That's the way I want. Articulate, deliberate, just all the details. Okay. When you slow down, you actually can do that. That's the beauty of it. And we have one more star, wrists. All right. I think Vinishi been waiting for it. Okay. All right. So we're going to do wrist rotation, but a little bit more. We're going to do infinity symbol, not just a single circle. We do two. Okay, go ahead. We're going to go in. So infinity symbol, right? Both directions. Out, in, out, in. Okay. You can start with one circle. Work your way to two circles, okay? It's all right. It's okay. Baby steps. Yeah, it's kind of like you see the in and out, in and out, in and out. There, that's it. Yes, yes, infinite symbol, okay? Okay, we're done with our stars. So we're gonna go through the next part, which is extra neuron exercise. Obviously using neurons doing the warm-up. So we're gonna do more. Okay, let's do it. And start with building your structure first. So ready position. Get your feet shoulder width apart. And get your feet straight. And new babies, unless you just had surgery, you just absolutely cannot do it. Otherwise, see if you can turn your toes slightly inward for me. Like this. Like just, yeah, because you need that little stretch to compensate the years of pigeon standing. Okay, so we're gonna start the journey. This is all right, that's a little dramatic. Okay, so first find your shoulder. Remember your own body measurement. So do not mimic me. Do not mimic me because I have my own measurement. So go with your own structure, your own measurement, and get your feet established. This is the base of you, your foundation. Shoulder width apart, feet straight, or in baby's situation, slightly turn your toes inward because you're gonna feel the stretch and pinch. It's okay. Okay, you can do it. It will stretch you out the outside. Okay, rooted. So you're gonna start your rooting process, which is gently gripping your feet onto the ground. So you're grounding, you're hugging the ground. You can feel that little grip, right? Your feet start to activate and arch it a little bit. You can feel that process internally. And remember, this requires focus. So focus is the first principle of Tai Chi, even not talked about, but it is highly talked about in this class. So focus and go inside, because this is a journey internal, and it's between you and you. Maybe even you and your shadow, but you. So go ahead, focus, and start to connect to all your neurons, motor units in you. Start from the feet and root. Once you grip your feet, they gently arched, you can feel the shift. Ankles, knees. The knees are already unlocked, but they shifting outward like a stretched, little arched, left, right, like arched, right? So go ahead, allow that to happen. And then the hips will rotate gently to allow your tailbone to drop down. So the tailbone will gently tuck downward, meaning towards earth. So allow that to happen. Now your lower body is rooted. It's a group effort, structural intention on earth, right? So they are all grounded, rooted. And then we're going to go to your crown. You're going to find that top of your crown, okay? So that's on the peak, kind of in the back. When you find that spot, as you're gently lifting it, you're going to notice your chin actually gently tucking down. So it's protecting your throat, just naturally governing it right there. You can feel it. So now your crown on top, there's a heaven's door point. By its name, right? It's supposed to face heaven. So you gently honor that. You're going to gently lift up the heaven's door point on your crown. And as if there's a cord falling down from sky and there's a hook invisible, but you put yourself from heaven's door point back on that hook. You can feel like, back on the hook. Okay. And you feel your spine is elongated because your tailbone is anchored by earth. And now the top is guided by heaven. So all of a sudden you feel your quarter inch taller. And your spine is just stretched. Your lower back, your neck released. A little longer. Yeah, just take it all in, because this is all sensation training. Body, mind must unite here. Yes, there you go. So now you're uplifted. And then let us center. How to center? First, develop your S-human skill. It's called the vision. So you have this ability to have vision. Right now, have this vision of a cross between your 2 feet inside of you. You don't need to look, you just see. You see it. It's called the vision, right? So you see the cross between your 2 feet, and there's a center cross point. And you're going to start to move your elongated vertical spine above it. So this is a journey, right? You're gonna feel you start to shift and move towards the middle of your feet rather than on the heels. Most people just stand on their heels. They just don't know, but they are. So you start to just shift to the middle and you feel like, I'm gonna fall forward. You will not, I promise you. You're only going to the center, but you feel like you're gonna fall forward. And that's the reason why you hold yourself back on the heels. Right, so to go ahead, be brave and just move to the center. So your spine now is stacked above that center cross point. This is a very important journey. It's called, I call it the first journey before all your journeys, is actually this alignment, because most people already fall from it. So once you get there, you may have certain sensations, thrills, goosebumps, because that's your power state actually. Not the post-birth, the pre-birth, life force, pure youth. When you first stood up as a little one, that's it. This is it. So you get back there, rooted, uplifted, and centered and powered. You're in your power state. So you remember, all of a sudden you remember that innate superpower you had. You still have. You just fall off it. Forgot. So stay there for a moment, just because the non-baby is already there. They took this journey. They would just go right to their power state and meditate, because it can be quite joyful or even blissful. But one step up, of course, the next stage, once you get your power state, is your efficiency state. So you got your power, but can we be more efficient? Of course we can, all the time. So let's do that. Let's be more efficient with our power intact. So that requires, like I said, trust, more trust. So more trust of this alignment, your new alignment, actually it's your old alignment. Then let go. So how to let go? Stay on the hook and just flush down like waterfalls all around. Shoulders down, arms falling, armpits hollow, elbows soft, hands down, fingers falling naturally separated on the side. The arms on your side, okay? It's not in the front, it's not in the back. It's just on your side. If your shoulders realigned. And chest hollow down. Back loosen down, because lots of dead weight, lots of baggages we don't even sometimes know. So clear mind intention to say let go. You don't know what, but let go, drop, loosen down. It's called the EASE, ease. More ease you have, less dis-ease you will have. So go ahead, practice this, go to your efficiency state. Just kind of like a stretching hanging down from the hook. Just take it all in, enjoy. Feel that sensation of the gentle stretching all around you. Waist loosened, qua downward. There. You're just kind of coiling, very alive. How nice. All right, so this is a journey one must take. Okay, one must take. Okay, so rise, realign, and repower, and then let go. All right. Okay, that's great. Oh, let's move on. We'll go to Tai Chi state. We're going to fill in some physical power. So imagine you're this hanging human-shaped balloon here, right? You've been hanging there on the hook, plugged into earth, and you're centered. So we're going to fill in this balloon. Can you imagine how to do that? So why not let's do it. So from your center, which is right about here, and here's your earthly energy center, we call it lower dantian. Okay, you're gonna feel air in from here. So go through that process. Let's inflate this balloon, feeling some power. Let's go, beginning of Tai Chi. Feeling a little bit, feeling more, you start popping, right? Stretching outward all around. Front is your fingers, your arms. Back is your spine. You feel your stretching. Your fascia is definitely loaded a little bit. Stretch forward more. Stretch forward more. Look at me. Your arm's gonna popping forward, right? Stretching there. So you can feel all around stretchy, all around. So your fascia's loaded above the baseline, right? From standing. Okay, seal your nozzle. And then for babies, keep your shoulders down, elbows gently dropped, and your wrists set a bit. Set your wrists a little bit to send the air all the way to the tips of your fingers. We're going to go through some seemingly finger exercise, but it's for your brain. So it's a neuron exercise. All right, let's do it. Eagle claw. So it's going to be very hard fingers, very hard palms. And quickly switch to your Tai Chi hands, which are archeries, miniature archeries. And then tiger claws. knuckles, very hard, very strong. And then Tai Chi hands again, you see very different things, structures. And then Tai Chi fist. So it's a square, flexible, hollow fist. And Tai Chi hands. And then hook hand, it's about wrists. So you're actually gonna go wrists up, hands down, fingers together, shoulders still down, arms out towards front. Forward more. Yes, so you feel your tricep, but not to lock the elbow. Elbow still dropped. So you see arteries, right? Because as a Tai Chi practitioners, you're going to become a structure of arteries. It's flexible, it's elastic. And Tai Chi hands, push away. We're going to do the second round faster. Eagle claws, Tai Chi hands. Tiger claws, Tai Chi hands. Tai Chi fist, Tai Chi hands. Hook hands. Excellent. Tai Chi hands. We'll do a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, one finger at a time. You get them to a vertical situation and you hold an egg in each hand. They are raw, so delicate. So go ahead, have your brain produce the perfect pressure to actually suspend this egg in your hands. And then your thumb's going to do things while you're holding the eggs. The thumb will first fall to yourself very slow while the eggs are intact there, and then you're going to go slower. So the goal is to challenge yourself, okay? Just challenge yourself and quick, fall, with the egg still there, and then faster. So each time you're just getting sharper, your brain, younger, and then knuckle bowing, thumb, only one knuckle, please. Only the top knuckle, slow, egg still intact, and slower. And you're highly focused, okay? And then fast, because again, it's between you and you, right? You're only compared to yourself. That last second of you, last minute of you. All right. Okay, go. Separate, articulate, and the ring finger is the key. Ring finger must separate cleanly. The others are too simple. Okay, Tai Chi hands. You can check your Tai Chi hands. Oh, arched. Tai Chi arms, arched. Tai Chi spine, elongated, activated. Tai Chi legs, arched. Tai Chi feet, arched. There you go. Now you're just this Tai Chi structure, right? Elastic, yes, because Tai Chi cultivates the yin and yang combined. So you're like the steel wrapped with cotton. It looks soft, but you definitely not no power, right? Like there. So there is the steel. Okay, feel it. All right, shoulders still down, okay? And yeah, if your shoulders up, you're gonna be burned out very fast. So you're gonna still have the power, but you're holding down invisible balls under your hand. So you stand here, rooted, uplifted, centered, and eased, empowered. And you can tell other people would think you're doing nothing here, but you know how hard you're doing it, right? You're gonna have a little load with your own fitness level. So you're definitely holding, sustaining isometric resistance, training your whole fascia. And then if you actually are pinning invisible balls into water, you have external resistance as well. So this is a lot of multi-dimensional training here, resistance training. And of course you're stretching, you know that, because you're all arched. And then, yeah, your heart rate is probably like a zone 1. So, and you're meditating. I pray you are. Or you're like, I'm dying here. Can you just stop? Okay, let's stop. Okay, slowly refocus lower dantian, then just let go these powerful arteries. You activate it. Ah, how nice. Okay, this is the hydration break. So I don't know if I forgot to ask you about hydration, but you did. Oh, good. hydrate a little bit because your fascia, you're reconstructing your fascia. So fascia would like to get a little hydration. And for those who want to go out to train, do that now. Okay, we're going to continue. Oh, we have a frame. Okay, I got a frame here.
You want me over there?
Yeah, on this section, this is the baby section, although Michelin is not a baby, but just in case you want to sit down. Okay, yeah, just in case. All right, we're going to continue. Okay, we're going to continue. We always do fascia training, just a little bit fascia training, serve as a further warm up for more exerted training there for you guys. Okay, so for them, just get used to these fascia training. It's very, very effective, very powerful training. So we will get that going. Okay, ready position. First journey. Yes, first thing first. Wow. Okay, we have sharp babies. Their feet already done. Okay, great. All right. I'm already very happy here, right? So feet shoulder width apart and straight, and babies maybe toes slightly in. Yeah, it's just compensating to start to stretch yourself the other way a bit. That's fine. So rooted. So first, just go boom, root, ground, root. Okay. And feet, knees, hip, tailbone, right? Just go ahead, root yourself. So your tailbone must root as well. Tuck it down. So you're anchored with earth on the bottom, and then lift. Up, lifted, meaning the crown, heaven's door point on the hook, on the heavenly hook. So earth and heaven honored, then let's deal with humanity. That is the centering portion. So yeah, go ahead, find your center. Take that journey. Move to the center, the middle of your feet. Be brave, be brave. Trust, right? Brave. Go to the center, because that's where we're going to stay. We always want to stay. So first find it, then guard it. Stay in the eye of the storm, because outside is always storm. So we're going to stay in the center. There you go. And then next, remember, this is your power place. Rooted, uplifted, centered, powered. You can feel it right there. Once you aligned like this, you could have that thrill. And then we always work on our efficiency, because challenges will come and continue to come. So we'll build new tension that it's the most challenging part, right? To maintain efficient. So go ahead, trust more. We're in the alignment, but let's trust more. It requires trust. Then we can let go. So you can let go even a little bit more efficient. Efficiency is the key, right? Because if other people's already exhausted, falling down, you're still standing, you're still going, right? So that's the efficiency. So let go, ease, flushing down, drop that weight. This is the first ready position. And then we're going to start training. We're going to go into Tai Chi state. We're going to power on. Remember where the air comes in from below your navel, 2-3 fingers, lower dantian, right here. So that's how the air goes in you. So you can see it goes downward, upward, leftward, rightward, forward, backward. Just like a balloon. Yeah. So let's do that. Beginning of Tai Chi, start inflating. A little, perking, then more. You're going to open. You feel your blossoming, right? All directions. Your arms going to reach forward and your spine's going to arch back. You can feel that filling in. And seal the nozzle. So your fascia is loaded. And then we're going to hold down. So these are two positions we use. You're showing your power, because you definitely filled in with some level, right? So your whole fascia is already loaded, stretch out a little bit beyond your baseline where you were standing, just standing. And now it's a bit of a stretch out. You go from opening to holding down, right? And you're preserving your arched shape. You're preserving them. So if you look, it's all over the place. Your structure is all arched. Fingers, hands, arms, right? Spine, legs, feet. As you move, they're still arched. So you're preserving these archery to maintain your elasticity, because that's how we express our power. No more linear, rigid, stiff type of pattern. We become this structure of arteries, right? So always strong but flexible, hard and soft, both. So just easy does it, right? Easy. And this is a very basic but very powerful, effective training because you're doing the whole body. Fascia connects to everything you got as you know it or beyond. So there, as you do this fascia training, it's gonna free up some stuff that you may have tension or knots, scars like trauma, the pattern that's not smooth, right? It's gonna stretch it, release, and especially you do it with your optimal alignment, which you already took that journey, right? Yeah, so it's very powerful. Right away, some people just immediately pain gone. Just enjoy it. And then also we're toning, we're building up. So it wraps your muscles, your bones, your organs, tendons. All right, this is it. Just nice. All right. Yeah, you can train light, you can train heavy. So we're doing the same move, but some people training very heavily because they're already that strong, okay? All right, so let's do Tai Chi walking next. So just go ahead and go lined up back there. Okay, and yeah, we're not gonna use arms for the walking. We're not gonna use arms for the walking. Yeah, so Sandy switch with Evan. Okay, good. All right, it's walking. So you guys over there should be doing, you can just do your forward walking, following step, empty step on the heel, backward walking. You can do the whole thing, okay? And we're gonna do our thing here because they already been doing this, so they know what to do. Do you need somebody to be leading there? Do you need what are we doing there? Good. Can you do it on your own? Maybe Dan needs something because he's been out for months. All right. So we do have level 2. Yeah, right? So okay. Claire is probably the senior, or maybe not senior as Dimitri, but go ahead. So Claire is gonna be leading. It's not like she's teaching you, she's just leading. So go through the process, and if anybody need to like a look, like Dan just have been out for a month, you could look at her and follow. All right, let's do our own thing. Oh, I'm out of frame. Okay, we're gonna do Tai Chi walking next, and for babies, of course, Michelin, do you want to join them a little bit? Yeah, go ahead. Just go next to your Shishung Benicio. So, because we're gonna do even a little more basic training here. For Tai Chi practitioners versus the non-Tai Chi practitioners, one major landmark is you become Qua-oriented. I talk about this Qua structure right here, hips, but also the pubic, so it's actual structure right in the middle. So it's called a Qua, okay? So Tai Chi practitioners are Qua-oriented. The rest of the world are ankle-oriented. So that gives you your superior skill of balancing. One of the reasons is Qua orientation. So let's do that. So you already took the first journey. You got your feet shoulder width apart. You got that laid, first foundation. And this is called open feet stance. You see, very basic shoulder width. You have yours, you have yours, you have yours. It's all different. Everybody have a different measure. So you established. And here's your qua. Here's the qua. Look, second foundation. Here's the third one, shoulders, right? So you can see, boom, boom, boom. So qua being in the middle, that's basically kind of like a physical center. This is our middle, our center. So qua, wherever your qua is, right, it kind of determines your balance, basically. So becoming qua-oriented is one major marking of Tai Chi practitioner. So let's get there. You're going to become this qua-oriented person to become a Tai Chi person. So feel this right in the middle, okay? And we're going to, you see they're not using the arms because it's a distraction. So you can put on your qua. You also can put behind your tailbone, whatever you like, okay? So just feel free. So there, now you're gonna focus, you start to focus, and Tai Chi is a sensation training. So it demands body-mind connection. It just demands it. It forces you to do it because if you focus, you're gonna do it. So first, where's your qua? Right? No, you follow me, right? I'm spinning. I'm spinning my qua, exactly. So spinning your qua, right? Oriented. You're very aware of the qua is spinning. Okay, great. How about shifting? Shifting. This is called a shifting. Shifting. So you're shifting your power between this two leg more to one leg, maybe even like almost like 100% there, right? And you can feel your shifting power, right? The two legs are holding this qua. There you go. So shifting. Can you do spinning and shifting? It's a little more complicated, right? So you're doing a spinning and a shift. Can you coordinate the two? We call it a spift. So all your future Tai Chi movement will be a spifting move. Now you can tell why it's so age reversing, because it's very demanding for your brain. In order to do a spifting move compared to a linear single plane, right? It requires tons more, multiple times neurons for the brain for you to produce a spifting move. Not to mention, you have an alignment to deal with. You're training to have your first journey to have the alignment, right? Heaven store up and centered boy. So it is very demanding. That's why it just literally train you to have better skills of focus and also all this neuron motor unit extra ability. So make you sharper and younger as becoming inevitable if you train. If you regular do this, you will be able to, right? So this is keeping you young or getting you even younger than the current moment because you didn't do Tai Chi before. So there you go. See, this is a spifting. I spift with my alignment. You may be wobbling a little bit, but that's okay. You're just first class, first day, brand new baby. So you're doing very well. Okay, so this is the spifting. Just get you started, connect to your qua, and be aware of your alignment as you do this. Be aware of, remember your alignment, because we're only as powerful as our alignment. Okay, so there you go. So this is a very basic. And you back to, see, this is a basic. This is 50-50. It's the simplest thing. You just stand there. But even that, people have all kinds of postures. So once you realign, you stand talking to somebody, you're rooted, you're uplifted, and you're centered already. You don't think, you just get there. It becomes your new default. And it's your power state. You completely change. Your indomitable spirit is going to start to rise. So it's very powerful. Just go through the first journey. And as a new baby, You go home, you can already benefit from this ready position. You go through what we did today in class. You could do it the first thing or last thing of the day. You could connect to your meals. However you do it, your little homework, you're going to see the change just from ready position. Your alignment change. Optimize your alignment there. Okay. And we did the spifting. You had the shift, you had the spin, and you had the spift, right? So you did all these. It seems very simple. It's very, very effective and powerful. Okay. And we will have a little bit of delay on the class. Everybody need to dash out. I know, what, do you need to dash out, Dimitri, on the evening? No, we started. I think we started a tad late, so we could go over a few minutes just so everybody get your training. Okay, so they already did this little spifting there. So for level 2 people, you're sidestepping. Okay, I'm gonna send. How about I'm gonna send. Who wants to go there to help the babies? Who wants to help baby? Who volunteer for the baby? Anybody? Vinicio is looking other way. Like, don't look at me. No eye contact. Mike, yes, okay. They only know 15 right now, so I just want to do some sidestepping with them. So I know. Thank you, Mike, for being so sweet. Okay, so they just did a little bit of spifting there, and I wonder if they could barge on a forward stepping. Why not? Follow your Shishun Mike for some forward stepping, and we'll do side stepping here. Oh wow, are you in the Mike? You want to be over here for the thing? No, no, no. There's a. I just left the class, so you want to be right this lane, so they can see you instead of me. Okay, they still can see you. They see you. Okay. All right, I'm out of the frame, so you go ahead. All right, so we turn that way, right? Let's do some side stepping, especially people, the level 2 need to work on this. So side stepping, we have drilled this a bunch of times. So there's like a 4 point. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So the 4, if you start here, you have 50-50 open feet stance. So you definitely need to, whenever we need to walk, move, you need to go single leg at some point, one leg. You need to remove the second root, right? So for side stepping, oddly, you kind of spin to the opposite direction, meaning you want to go that way. This is not how you do it. You need to do this. This is what happens. This is a natural happening, because when you spin and shift the weight this way, this one no weight. It will have an effect of that, and it's effortlessly. So shifting of the weight to one leg, and the spinning is opposite direction. Okay, so that's how you start this. So if you start, you can feel this foot is about to pop out because it's nothing's grounding it. You have this spifting, right? So this is where this root's going to come out. You see this? I want you to feel this. This does not mean you're going to go swap, wobble. Not cause for it. You could just, you got to guard your center, right? So you're only shifting your alignment to this leg. That's all. So you just go ahead and do that. Allow that to happen. This foot, you can feel it. It's ready for that stepping. Okay. So let's do it. So this is the 100% moment. Make a marking. This is 1, for example. Now the 2 is toe, heel, right? Because you're still on this leg. I want you to clarify your mind. Toe, heel, right? Toe, heel. Let that foot drop. Does not mean the power is already there. Let's do this again. Right? This is a 0. This is 0, right? It's out. You're like this. So this spun out, you're gonna toe, heel. Toe, heel. Can you do it without power leakage? It's called a power leakage. Is your power's here. Can you hold your power here when you just set up that foot? Stay on that leg more. Look at me. Then you go. You're like this. Then the qua. This is the 2. Horse stance. Then continue. You're going to get to the one leg 100% again. Right? And here's the second time. Toe, heel. You're standing on the left leg. Then you slowly process to the middle. See that? That's 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this again. You're going to, don't move. Stay right here. When I say again, it's the same process. You're going to go to your right leg, meaning your power goes to your right leg, right? This is 0. Because when it's 0, you can pop it out. And toe, heel. See, this is where how far you can go. It's you can actually set up without power leakage. Then you slowly process to the middle. Here you got your horse stance. This is the horse stance. And then you go on, continue on to the single leg, right? Single leg meaning you actually stand on the left leg. Maybe this is pretending, right? Maybe not. You could even knee up. So you will knee up because you stand on this leg and you need to replug it in where? 1 to 2 fists. So you have see the toe, heel, right? Your ankles loosen. So the foot is hanging. So toe, heel, then slowly back to the center. This is your small open feet stance. And this is again, single leg. Step out and toe, heel, and slowly move. You're spifting. 50-50, horse stance. And then 100%, right? And again, toe, heel, small open V stance, and move. You move back to the center. So you can see this process. Please clarify this process. Single leg. Just set it up. Toe, heel. You have a setup phase. You have a power phase. Power is when you come to the horse stance. And you move on. Right? Again, set up. Just put it down and power to the middle. Small open V stance. So please get the mind first clear and then deliver to the move. So set up, horse stance, one leg, set up, small open V stance. Excellent. So this is the side stepping. You can continue, finish. But this is if you break it down, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3. Your quad is spifting. 4, 1 is one leg, right? And 2 is in the middle, horse stance. 3 is one leg. And 4 is in the middle, small open V stance. So you can see the 1 on the side, right? And then set up, and then 2 is when you get to the middle. So your speed is very constant. You manage your speed, right? You have the ABC, the B. So it's a constant speed, and your power transfer is also constant. It is a very steady transformation here, like transferring from one leg to the other leg. You see how your quad is spifting, your quad is moving, right? So this is on the bottom of a side stepping. And how do you come back? It's when you skipping, you're not making a step to the left, and then you spiff to the left, you can go to the right. So this is your side stepping. It's spifting of the quad as usual. You're just powering it sideways, right? You just keep going to, say, right now we're going to the right. So we just keep spifting towards the right. We're not spifting towards the front or the back. We have a direction, right? So this is the spifting. But similar, you cross 15, and you do have a alignment that you are put it as the number one priority. All right. I know it's a little stretch for you to do the side stepping, but you can just do it anyway. Great job for babies. Oh my gosh. Okay, excellent. So that was your side stepping drill. Okay, all right, let's do level 1 form, 3 counts. Can we do that? Okay, let's do the form, level 1, all the way to number 6. And we'll do it only 3 counts each, and it's time to enjoy. I know that hard training. The drill is our deep work, and form is the flow time, so we can flow. So you can come forward, and Evan, you need a little space, that's fine. Zigzag yourself, find your space. Yeah, don't get too close to the other person. And we're gonna do the form. I know, a little extended, but we all love the form, so I don't think we want to finish without the form. Yes, all right, let's enjoy it in body, mind, and spirit. Foundation, level 1, Tai Chi. Ready position. Rooted. Well, first focused. You know that. Go inside. Rooted. Uplifted. Centered. Eased. Beginning of Tai Chi. Power on. So that means inflate and open. Bit of a show of power. Blossom. Stretch all around. And seal the nozzle. Hold on your invisible balls. And first, hold your qi. So you're sitting down your tailbone a little more, and you start holding, hugging, embracing this ball of qi, which means air also means energy. So start somewhere. Hug your air or hug your energy. And it's going to be leveled outside your lower dantian. Okay, your lower dantian is an important word. It is 2-3 fingers below your navel, inner. So that's our earthly aspect, the physical aspect, right? So go ahead and hug it, E, and start to learn to do lower dantian breathing, R, and we'll breathe through all your pores from lower dantian. You feel your diaphragms moving, San, and then number 2 is stretch your qi. Slowly inhale, ward off your our power, and exhale, hold in your inward power. So basic training. Go ahead again, R, and one thing moves, everything moves. So the number 2 Tai Chi principle after focus, concentration was the first, right? Number 2 Tai Chi principle is wholeness, meaning impartiality, just wholesome. So one thing moves, everything moves. You're always moving structurally. And then yo-yo your chi. So you know there's gonna be a up and down. All right, and continue to be structural, to be very wholesome. You feel your whole structure is changing shape to lift or to press down. Because this is the yo-yo one, it's up and down. You got to get a whole structure going there if you're going to hold down, not just the arms and the hands. Let's do one more. You see you're going down, the whole structure changing shape. Yes, you're not going to press with a portion of you. You're going to have the whole structure compress down. And then go on, number 4. We're going to do more. You're going to spiral down, out your arms and up with a Tai Chi fist. And then this is called the extend your chi. So you actually feel you're extending. See? Yes, beyond your basic training up and down. And then you come to the front again and you do this. Spiral, 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 spiral. You can see, you can notice torus, looping, spiral patterns as nature intended. So we're just getting back to nature, right? This is, you can observe nature and see all these patterns, not the linear spiral, looping, torus. Okay, one more, please. You're going to lift and you're going to spiral down and out, up and in, and expand, push away, and still have your arteries. You see the arteries? And then again, lift. We're going to cross arm in the front like a strong shield. Number 5, spread your wings. So the outside hand will go up, inside hand will go down on the side, fingers forward, and cross arms in the front and the other way. So just like a giant, hold up heaven, hold down earth, cross, separating space like. So one palm's up, one palm's down, and cross. One palm's up, one palm's down. Yeah, hold up heaven. Go ahead. And one more round. Guard your center, guard your alignment. Yeah, one more. Feel the indomitable spirit. This is an easy one actually, because you're standing like this. Hold up. There. Cross. Number 6 coming. Slowly coiling. See your arms unfolding and rotating. And shoulder width, shoulder height. Remember this structure, right? And number 6 is called the rock your boat. So you're gonna start moving now. So you're spinning your quad towards northeast corner and round, arms, hands, slowly spifting your quad to your right leg. 100% to your right leg. Sink to your own fitness level and set up towards the northeast corner and slowly push an invisible boat as if you're pushing, but with measure. Remember your frontal bow stance that you trained with? That's where you're gonna end. And then you flow to the next phase, pulling your little boat. Sit stance and pushing again. Make it a very steady, just slow and steady, continuous flowing, but somehow unstoppable, like a river, both soft and hard, right? So there you go. Let's do one more on this side and slowly pushing and slowly pulling, and your alignment is your number one priority. Spin, pivot the foot in, shift 100%, and return to your shoulder width structure and reset your fascia. Shoulder width, shoulder height, and spin your quad. Find your southeast corner and coil and round and spiff your quad to your left leg 100%. Sink your own fitness level and find your direction. Set it up. Southeast corner, you're going to push your little boat. And coil, pull, push, and pull, push, pull, push, see? Slow, steady, continuous, unstoppable. So for non-babies, you should just get very proficient with this, right? Your alignment is with you. Your A is already done. So it's B and C, A, B, C. So your speed control, right? Then you can work on the level control. That's a bit of challenging. You carry on, but the speed control. Okay, excellent. This is the last one. We're going to pull your little boat and then spin, shift, return to your, right? Reset your fascia again, but still powered. So you're going to still hold down these balls with power, feeling your roots, right? Feeling your hook, feeling your center. Feel the power inside of you everywhere in your fascia, like a balloon. And recommit, refocus, resync your qi, your inner power to your lower dantian. Go through this process. Then we're going to let go our Tai Chi arteries and go back to our original state. No yin yang, no polarity, Wu Ji. So we can finish in infinity here. Well done. All right, we're going to close our foundation Tai Chi class. And inhale, gather, exhale, center. This is called a horse stance, so do it at your own fitness level. Some do wider, some do narrower. Just do your own. Always honor yourself. And gather, inhale, exhale, center. This is the lower dantian. We're going to do 3 lower dantian breathing in. You're going to blow out and diaphragm down. Out, belly in, diaphragm up. Again. 2, 3. We only do 3 in class. You do more at home. It's very also very effective and powerful to do abdominal breathing or lower dantian breathing. So you drop hands, cover eyes. This is for our eyes. Keep them youthful because all these extra blue light, artificial blue light pollution. And then you acupressure, use the fingertips all over your face. You could do it very light. You could do a little firmer. It's up to you. Just at liberty, go ahead. Just kind of cover around. And all your skulls all over. So because we definitely like to keep our mind and even our appearance youthful. And you get to your neck. They're small muscles. So you do little gentle press and pull, and we're gonna give them a care to gently massage arteries, veins. There's lots of hiding here. Thyroid, just a little, and tonsil. And inside arm up, outside arm down, inside arm up, outside arm down, front of the body, front of the leg. Extra love for the knees. And inside, outside down, backside up. And of course, show off your spifting skills at the end. So this is, you can see it's a spifting, right? You already learned that. So it's no biggie, but can you hold your alignment would be the key. I forgot about the frame. I don't know what's in the frame. All right. So spifting, it's not a new baby, so she knows. It's okay. All right. So spifting, okay, you know all your future movements gonna be a spifting move. Tai Chi moves all spifting move. The key is, our secret is, we know it's the alignment. It's not a wobble. It is a Tai Chi move. It's a aligned spifting. Okay, there you go. So go ahead and let go. So your arms are softer and softer. Eventually just doing self-patting. You see this? Front and back, there's lots of meridians, but also organs. And you pat and pat low, middle. Use your spifting power, right? Use your power from the spifting, and you're gonna pat yourself and go up, right? Eventually upper, and eventually go to your shoulders, and even behind your shoulders. If your flexibility is okay, you actually can get there very easily. So it's kind of like a whipping effect. And good job for showing up for yourself, for showing up for the group, for each other, for showing up, for training with our motto of commitment, diligence, excellence, and modesty. I know, yeah. Your own fitness levels. It's very important to train accordingly. And at the end, we have gratitude. So this is where you find me. You find me, and then you have feet together, this way or that way, right? You find your feet together, heaven, earth together. You're gonna bow and say 谢谢师父. So go ahead and bow and say 谢谢. That was excellent training, everybody. I don't know about the others, but okay. So, and then everybody's gonna turn that way. You have seniority in the class. You start with the seniority. The most seniority is 师兄 Jake right over there. Get your feet together, everybody, including toes. You bow and say 谢谢师兄们, except Robert. Okay. And then we have big sisters. Okay, we have big sister. So I believe the sisters here, the seniority is Rochelle. But then you have any other 师姐 together, you could say 师姐们, unless it's like, I don't know, somebody only can, have one 师姐, right? So you know it. This way, you're just gonna bow and say 谢谢师姐们. Good? You all bow to your 师姐? All right. And then whoever has not been bowed to, did you? Yeah, there. See, he knows. There's a 师弟, there's a 师妹. Okay, if you haven't bowed back to them, 师妹, 师弟, work on that. Your big sister, okay? So also here, you need to bow, because she already bowed to all the 师. Did you bow to him? Well, that's 师兄. 谢谢师兄. 谢谢师妹. Oh, yeah, okay. Don't forget to get your feet together. I mean, we're very strict here, okay? Like, get the feet together. All right. So that's a 师兄. Yeah, he's a big brother. Yeah, because you said he know first. That's how, because people come in the same class, but they usually can find out who still has a little bit, time-wise. So that's the ultimate. You're the ultimate little sister here. All right, great. Oh, what am I doing here? I gotta close this thing. Okay. All right. Bye. Okay. All right, Andy. Sorry. But okay, I know no babies there, so you already know what's going on here. And great class, excellent. They should bow to you, but all right, sorry about that. And all right, we'll see you next time. Okay, that's the Tai Chi Foundation with Mama Panda. Hey, baby pandas. I'll see you. Bye now.